Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. These readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Prince of Wands. You're someone who is very committed. You're someone who shows up every day. This card represents a high level of enthusiasm, a high level of energy. It's kind of, we've got our foot on the gas. And we're not giving up. We're not slowing down. We're not trying to rush in our anxiety. You're trying to stay very steady on the throttle here in your life. Okay, despite what's going on around you, despite maybe the absence of any like visible signs of progress, we're trying to just stay on the gas and keep going. You're a very persevering person. I think you're a very creative person as well. You have goals, you have ambitions. Okay, and this is you steady as she goes on that gas pedal. Okay, let's put this card into a little bit of context. Let's see what we are experiencing on this path. Oh, you're getting some love. You're getting some blessings. Oh, that's great news. 2 of Cups, 5 of Swords underneath you. Sure. The Ace of Pentacles behind you. Yeah, you have taken that first step. And I think that you're experiencing clarity and love. This is really good. You've taken that first step and you're experiencing the love. Spirit is blessing you on this path. And look at that, you're getting to your very best life. I don't think that this has been an easy journey. I think there's a lot of distance between this ace and where you are now. But because you made that first move, despite your uncertainty, despite some confusion, despite not having all of the details and having all the, the MapQuest directions printed out here, you're persisting anyway. And I think that you're getting the love. I think you're arriving. Okay. On the path of the Serpent, we have, Queen of Pentacles. We have the Art or Temperance card. We have a 10 of Pentacles and a 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands, the fire energy, the Prince of Wands has gone into the fire and is victorious. Okay, so you are accomplishing your goals here. I think you're just about ready to arrive. And I think right now with this 2 of Cups, you're getting a lot of the blessings. I think a lot of the rewards are coming in. Okay, this is really, I love to see that 2 of Cups. We know we don't get it very often, and we haven't seen it very often in these readings. I think that really it's a relief to have that support and to feel that reciprocating love. It feels like the universe has your back. It feels like the universe is supporting you and is delivering you to your very best life, okay, to this Empress energy. And I think that you've probably been feeling a little bit isolated. You probably feel as if like the people that you've relied on, they're not really there anymore. It feels like the path has gotten lonelier and lonelier. It feels like, I don't know, you probably have even felt as if God has abandoned you, right? Goddess, deity, guardian angels, ancestors, spirit guides. I feel like there's just kind of been this underlying confusion and uncertainty, and it's kind of like, I don't know why my prayers aren't being answered. I don't know why I'm not getting the reassurance that I used to get. The people that you thought were there, not there so much anymore. The things that you've learned to rely on, for some reason, there seems like there's static. Yeah, and it kind of seems like I just can't hear the voice of my spirit guide or my guardian angel anymore, and it starts to feel as if we've been left alone, No, Spirit has been preparing you for these very amazing blessings that are coming your way. Okay, now let's select our mystery card, bonus card confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with our very own Kelly Kapoor right on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during this program you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction, your guess, your hunch down in the comments below. Okay. Now, let's take a look around the room. We see two major arcana energies, the Empress and the Temperance card. Okay, all the struggles that you've been through, the feeling of abandonment, the feeling of isolation, all the confusion, all the doubt, all the struggles, all the setbacks and hardships, all the bumps in the road, the potholes, the speed bumps, all the detours, all the dead ends, everything, okay, that you've experienced out on this path have molded you and shaped you into the person that you need to be in order to fully reap the rewards of this Empress energy. Okay, the Empress energy is paradise. This is heaven on earth. This is your big rock candy mountain. This is it. This is your best life. Okay, and Spirit has been preparing you to handle this, shaping you, molding you. That's what the Temperance card is all about. We've put ourselves on the blacksmith's anvil, and we are becoming who we are meant to be, so that we can live the life we are meant to live. Okay? Spirit is referencing a connection with a father figure, older male energy in your family. Who is it? They're a very important spirit guide for you now. Okay? I'm getting a D name, Don, David, something like that, with the D. Anyway, two major arcanas, right? Two major arcana energy. We have fire and fire. You got water right here. This is the water that we've been desperate for, right? We've got fire, air, earth. Finally some water, right? Finally something to drink. It's like you've been thirsty in the desert for a long time. Well, now you're getting the rewards. Now things are paying off. Now all the love is coming your way. I think that it's healing. I think that it is romantic love. If that's what you are needing right now, it's friendship. Okay? It is really the Two of Cups is kind of like on an individual basis, that you're connecting with who and what you're supposed to connect with. Okay? It may have seemed like the universe was cold and empty and lonely, and there was no one else out here with you. Now you're making those connections. Now the right things are coming into your life, and I think that you appreciate them. I think that you have this gratitude about you. And I think that you're so relieved that you're finding the things. Spirit's putting on your path the resources you need. The people, places, and things that you need are going to be there when you need them. Okay? As you continue down this path of getting to your very best life, this Empress life. The Empress life, it's one where we get out of it what we put into it. Whatever you contribute is what is the sort of the energy that you're going to be able to extract from this. So it's effort. It's an effort and reward kind of balance. Okay, all your hard work will pay off. And sometimes it doesn't happen on a one-to-one linear way. It's not, you put in an hour of work, you get an hour of pay. It's kind of like you put in a lifetime of struggles. Finally, it all pays off, but it was all kept in like a bank account for you, like an escrow, and now it's all yours. I think that you're a natural healer. You're an energy healer. You teach other people how to heal themselves, right? Down beneath the surface with the Five of Swords, it almost feels like you've been starting to doubt your path a little bit. Not doubt exactly, but just feeling a little bit confused. This is the card that says, I need answers, but I don't got them. I have questions, but there's no, I'm asking the questions, I'm saying the prayers, I'm asking for guidance, I need help, but there's nothing there. Nothing's coming in, So it's like there's static, and in our effort to tune into the radio station, I just get more static. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, maybe there aren't any radio stations, right? We just keep tuning the radio. Remember those old radios with the dials? And we're not really able to hone in on a frequency where we get a clear message. So it's like this is you trying to turn that dial and trying to connect with that spiritual energy. And it may feel like Spirit's turned off their phone, like they're just not answering your text messages now. No, they're Spirit's there. Spirit is with you always, okay? In you, above you, around you, well, everywhere, okay? But Spirit is preparing you to receive the blessings in your life. Preparing you, or you, really helping you to prepare yourself for these blessings that you're coming to. Okay? You're building up strength, you're building up resilience, you're building up your confidence. You are going through the trials and tribulations so that you can be equipped to handle your best life. You got to be your best self if you're going to be in your best life, right? So this Five of Swords is a little bit of that sort of confusion. It's like, why aren't they answering the phone? Why can't I seem to tune in to the right frequency lately? Okay, so this is kind of like, you're on this trek, you're on this expedition through the desert, and your radio doesn't work. And it's just, we're going to keep walking, but I don't know why the radio isn't working. Okay, it doesn't mean we're not going to stop and sit down and try to figure it out, but we're still kind of worried about it, we're still wondering, like, what's going on here, That is being, of course, remedied by this Ace of Swords at the top, okay? You are going to get the signal. Suddenly the radio is going to start working again, okay? And you're going to get the answers that you need. The Ace of Swords is clarity. The Ace of Swords is a clear mind that is surrendered to the path, surrendered to the flow of this energy. It just sort of resigned ourselves to just keep walking, one foot in front of the other. Boom, 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 boom. No, I'm choosing to surrender to this flow. That's when you will receive this enlightening download. You're going to know exactly what you need to know when you need to know it. Okay? Sometimes the Five of Swords is us wondering, like, what the heck is the plan? Which way do I go? I don't have the map quest directions all printed out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just going to keep walking, but I need a sense of direction. I'm having difficulty navigating. Spirit's going to give you the next turn. I don't know if you remember the MapQuest direction. I used to print out turn-by-turn directions. Every sheet of paper was like one turn. Every sheet of paper was like, go 3 miles straight, turn the page, make a left turn on Fifth Avenue, whatever, the next page. And it was a lot of paper. Real wasteful. But it's kind of like that. It's like with the Ace of Swords, Spirit's going to give you just the very next direction. Keep going straight go straight till I tell you to stop. It's like, okay, can I have more than that? No, not always. Okay. So it's kind of like we're trying to receive the information, and we have to be okay with just knowing what the next step is. I don't know every turn-by-turn thing. I don't know what's happening 5 moves down the line. I just know what I'm supposed to do right now. Keep walking, keep going straight. Eventually, Spirit will tell you, take a left. Okay, I'm taking a left. Okay, and that's sort of the surrender. We're the pilot of the ship, but we're not the captain, right? We're the pilot. We take the orders, 5-degree down bubble. Okay, 5, I don't know why, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. It's on an as needed basis. You're going to know exactly what you need to know when you need to know it so that you can do exactly what you need to do when you need to do it. Okay. Now, in the previous position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I think that this was your initiation of this path. This was you taking the first step, making that first move. Okay? Spirit's not going to operate in your life until you start operating in your life. Okay, so I think that you went out on this adventure. You went on this expedition in your life without having the GPS turn-by-turn coordinate map thing printed out, right? You took a chance on something. You took a risk. You said, I'm going to take everything that I have right now, whatever I can fit into this duffel bag, and I'm going to go. Okay, so you've converted a matter to energy, and now through the love of the universe and through the connection, you're reaching the oasis. Okay, you're reaching the paradise. You converted matter to energy and now back into matter again. But this is a big return on your investment, isn't it? This is an Ace of Pentacles. They're the Empress, right? So it's a really big return on that investment. Energy back into matter, but on a much, much higher level. So it was a risk. You know, you took that Ace of Pentacles. This was everything that you possess. That was all of your resources. That was every dollar you had. That was every bit of time, energy, effort, and or money that you had. And you said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it even though I don't have all the details. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't have the entire thing mapped out. I know what I got to do right now. I know what this step is, you know. And I think that you have the perfect energy. This is going to be such a blessing for you. This really is, miracles are really truly happening. On the path of the serpent, we're going to talk about your general energy. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. This is you as your best self in your best life. Okay. And this is you looking back at the long and winding road, looking back at your footprints through the desert over the years, and being very happy that you stuck with it. This is you being very, very satisfied. This is you saying, "Oh, it was worth the wait." You know, you can't rush perfection. You know, so you're looking back and you can see that long and winding road, the twists and turns. You know, and you can appreciate that, and you can say, "I am so glad that I kept going. I'm so glad that I connected with what I was, that I trusted in spirit to connect me with what I needed when I needed it." And that's kind of the Two of Cups, right? Finding the people, places, and things that we need when we need them. If they're not in your life right now, you don't need them in your life right now. If you don't have that thing that you kind of said, well, maybe I should have that. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You don't need it right now. So this is you looking back and realizing the perfection of everything. Even at the time, it feels like I'm walking through the desert and I'm thirsty. Okay? And maybe on that note, Spirit is saying, make sure you hydrate. Make sure you just really, really hydrate yourself, okay? Especially now. And also, what's the connection with almonds? I don't know, you grow almonds or you lived near an almond orchard or something like this? There's something about almonds, yeah. Maybe this has to do with some kind of an actual journey for you. This might have something to do with literally a purchase of property or something, okay? But this is looking back and appreciating the journey and seeing the perfection of it, seeing how everything led to the other thing, to the other thing, to the other. We're able to trace our steps back and say, I get it now. I get it now, and I'm so glad that I didn't quit. It would have been so foolish of me to give up, you know, because, of course, hindsight, right? It's 2020. When we're in the thick of it, we just think, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I hate this, you know. But after the fact, we can say, oh, that was nothing. I would do that again any day. It was worth it. Okay. And, of course, in the environment, we have the art or temperance card. I think that every experience you've ever had has gone into creating who you are. There is no wasted ingredients. This is kind of like the end of the week. It's, you know, it's kind of like the end of the week where you just take all the leftovers and put it into a big pot and you just make like leftover stew, you know? This is kind of like there's nothing that's wasted in life. Everything has been either a healing salve, right? A healing and nourishing water, or it's been a pounding with the blacksmith's hammer, right? And because we're being forged. Your best self is being forged. Your strength is being created. You are being shaped in the person you are meant to become. And that's why you've been going through the difficult things. That's why it feels as if we've been left alone, abandoned, and just beat up. Okay? This is the pressure cooker. This is the blacksmith's anvil, and you've just been banged around, put in the fire, taken out of the fire, banged around, put in the healing water once in a while, thankfully, and then back in the fire again. And then hit with a hammer a few more times, right? Metaphorically speaking, of course. And this has created in you a resilience, a strength, a confidence, and real power. Real power. Okay. And I think that you might be done with this process. I think that I think you're arriving. I really do. Now, the obstacle, of course, is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is to believe that you have arrived. See, we're going from an ace to a 10. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's perfect, right? So why is the Ten of Pentacles in the position of what you don't want? Or what the obstacle is, anyway? Well, because maybe it's going to be difficult to adjust to your new life without thinking like, I got to wake up and I got to go back in the pressure cooker. I got to go back into the desert. I've got to go back on the blacksmith's anvil again. You know? Sometimes the Ten of Pentacles is this idea of perfection, completion, you're done. You are who you're meant to be. You're living the life you're meant to live. But do we ever truly arrive there? You know? The Ten of Pentacles, I think, is an arbitrary finish line. And sometimes it may feel like it's a moving goalpost. That every time we get there, it jumps back a little bit. And we walk through the desert. We get there, and it jumps back a little bit. And then it just keeps going. And what I feel that's like saying, I'd rather burn out than rust out. You know, I'd rather go sliding into my grave than just kind of waiting around for it to hurry up and find me. You know, that I would rather run out of steam with all this ambition and all this creativity and all this passion left in me than to just get bored at the end of life and say, you know, this was all there is. So to me, the Ten of Pentacles is not a finish line. It could be, if you want it. I mean, it could be the finish line, right? But it may just be the beginning of the next race for you. It may be the idea of, okay, there's the 10, there's my goal, but what if I want 11 pentacles? What if I want 20? What if I want 1,000 pentacles, you know? That it's your choice if you're going to go back into the desert, if you're going to go back into the pressure cooker or in the blacksmith's furnace, you know? So I think that it's kind of like, you know, we sometimes look at it this way and say, okay, you know what? By the grace of divinity, I'm going to arrive at my goal from an ace to a 10. It is perfection. I started the race. I finished the race. Okay. But I think the Empress is here to remind us that it's kind of open-ended. Because the Empress is a life that is a dynamic life. It's not just you have a goal and you finish it. You start the race, you finish the race, right? And it's very kind of final. The Empress is a dynamic energy. It's a living thing. Things are born, they grow, they decay, they die. Things are born, they grow, they decay, they die. And it's an ongoing process. Okay, so it's kind of like we have to keep the water moving through. We have to keep the energy moving through us. Otherwise, it's going to get stale. It's going to stagnate. It's going to be disappointing. It's going to lose value, right? So we have to be. I think we have to be in that the verb state, right? Rather than this kind of resting finish line. That's it. I'm done. I accomplished the goal, and now I have no other ambitions. Okay, it may not be the same ambition. It may be that you reach a level of financial success. Now it says, okay, I want to go learn a new skill. Now it's saying, well, now I'm going to go and focus on my garden. Now I'm going to go take up a martial art or a painting class or something. But you have something else to aspire to. Your ambition is not ceasing. Because you've just created your very best self, and now it's like, now you got to go and do something with that too. Right? And maybe we have a lot of other choices. I think what we have with the Six of Wands here is we have this belief in ourselves that I can do anything I want. If I got through this, right, that I accomplished this big goal of my life, now I can do anything I want. If I want to. And that's just it. It's if you want. If you want to, you can do anything. You don't have to. You can just say, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and drink iced tea on my porch in my rocking chair for the rest of my life. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to have projects. I don't want to work. I don't want to struggle with anything. I don't want to nothing. And that's totally fine. You've earned it. You've earned it. But, you know, I know some people that are in their so-called retirement years, you know, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s, right? My grandmother's 95. She hasn't worked in years. She hasn't had a job in years, but she worked every day of her life. She's doing something. I want to do the gardening, or I'm going to replace the carpet or something. Right? She always has these goals. She always has aspirations, and we've even had to say, Graham, look, you can't go outside and garden like you used to. You got to let someone be here to help you. You got to we got to put you in a chair and you can kind of do the gardening like that, because she's going to fall, and God forbid, she's fallen before, but she has this life left in her. She still has things she wants to do. She doesn't have to. She could sit on the couch with her feet up watching TV all day long if she wanted to. But I think she'd get bored. So she has things she wants. She wants to go see her friends. She doesn't drive anymore. She wants to, to work out. She loves being outside. She likes the garden. She likes her trees, and she likes her lawn and stuff like that. So she likes to be outside doing that kind of thing. But see, that's the point, is that you realize that you can do anything that you want if you want to. But you're reaching a level where you don't have to. Okay. Let's look at the mystery card now. I have no idea what this is going to be. I'm thinking more water energy. I want to see something like a 6 or a 10, maybe a 9 of cups. I think the 9 of cups would be really important because it's a verb, right? It's a 9. It's an odd number. It's living a happy life, right? It's doing things that make you happy in life, but you're doing things. It's verb, right? Let's see. Another 2 of cups. Another 2 of cups. I think that your focus is on relationships, friendships, platonic, romantic, divine relationships, spiritual relationships, relationship with yourself, self-care, healing. I think that's really what you do. I think you are a natural healer. And I think that you want to teach other people how to heal themselves. And you want to heal yourself. And I think that even when you are 120 years old and you're retired from your so-called career, you're still going to do the work. You're still going to want to do that work. You may do it differently. You may do it less hours, less often. You may do it a little bit slower, but you're going to want to do that. You've always enjoyed connecting with people, but when you get to the finish line of life, you get to the big goal of your life, it doesn't mean that suddenly you stop being who you are. So I think your relationships are always going to be very important to you. And I think that this is the focus on that. Okay? Right now, Spirit wants you to connect with the right people, places, and things that are on your path. You may not understand why people are coming into your life. Embrace them while they're there. People will come, people will go. Okay? You will come and go in people's lives, and that's the sort of dynamic verb energy that we want. Okay? Some people will be around a lot longer than other people. Other people may only be in your life for 5 minutes when you're buying a cup of tea or something, right? Or a salad. So I think we embrace that and we cherish each of those moments. Whether it's a fleeting smile, someone passing you on the street, or if it's a lifelong friendship. I think we're cherishing those. If these are clients and customers of yours, I think that we're cherishing each of those moments. Okay, even though maybe they won't be a repeat customer, maybe they'll be back every week, I think you're really living a blessed life. Yeah. Now we're going to do an extended reading. We're going to do an Jing reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There is a link up top, and there is a link down below. New readings for Scorpio Wednesday and Saturday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Yeah. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.